we're going to be talking about or reading a story about the three belly goat graphs. Anybody ever saw a goat before? Yeah! Where did you see this goat? In the farm. In the farm, and what happened? And what the goat was eating? She was eating corn. Ada, shut up, shut up.
Good afternoon, my dear.
Good afternoon.
Why are you crying?
My teacher wants me to read.
Again?
Yeah.
No, I would have to call that school.
Totally unacceptable. This cannot work at all, at all. My child coming home every day complaining and crying, say teacher is being mean to her, teacher is not nice to her. No, principal need to know about this. Our number be again.
Good day, this is Liberty's Grove Elementary School. How may I assist you today?
Hello, good morning. This is Ada's mom. I am calling to make a complaint about a situation that is making me feel very much uneasy.
Oh my, I am sorry to hear that. Could you please provide me some more details about the situation?
My daughter keep coming home every single day, talking about teacher is being mean to her, teacher is not being nice to her, and she is crying ever so often. I think something needs to be done about this situation.
Well, I am very concerned to hear this about one of our teachers' conduct. And I am truly and very sorry to hear that Ada had such an experience here at the school, because our students' well-being is very important to us. So I understand your concern and I will address the situation promptly. Please know we take this kind of issue very seriously here.
Yes, Madam Principal.
And I want to thank you for bringing this to my attention, so I will follow up very shortly.
Okay then, thank you.
Do have a great day.
Ada, shut up.
Miss Leslie, why are you telling the child to shut up? Why are you not allowing the child to express herself? These are little children, this is how they learn. They must be able to express themselves, and you must be able to understand that they will ask questions. I'm very disappointed in you. I'll have to go on a staff meeting to discuss this.
Hi, good afternoon, teachers of Liberty Grove Elementary School. Thank you for joining in today. I hope you all are well. Jumping right in, we have an important agenda to cover, focusing on the following key points, which are Article 13, rationale for Article 13, duties and responsibilities of a teacher, some inappropriate practices and new practices to consider, with some examples. So as you may have guessed from our agenda outline, today we want to discuss an important topic that plays a crucial role in our educational environment and the overall development of our students, which is Article 13 of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. This article focuses on the right to freedom of expression for our children. As educators, we understand and must remind ourselves about the significant impact of allowing children to express themselves freely. Article 13 ensures that children have the right to seek out, receive, or share whatever knowledge that they know about through different forms of communication, whether it be orally, in their writing, or even in their arts and crafts. Now, so upholding the principles of Article 13 is not just about following international standards, but about recognizing and respecting the rights of our students. So now our responsibilities as educators extend beyond just acknowledging this right. We must actively promote it in our classrooms. So now I want to pass the discussion over to our principal, Ms. Keisha, to further elaborate.
All right, good afternoon, ladies, and thank you all for being here. Thank you, Miss Alisha. All right, so we're looking at the Article 13, freedom of expression. So we're going to take a look at what Mills and Donnelly said, 2013, said about this article. So it considers the fact that the freedom of expression enhances our social skills by boosting children's ability to communicate and connect with others, promotes emotional management by offering avenues for their emotions, and fosters creative thinking by allowing children to explore and share ideas. The idea is that Article 13 gives way for child development and empowerment, which recognizes that children have the right to express themselves freely. So we are going to take all of these into consideration, and I'm now going to hand you over to Miss Leslie-Ann, as she would remind us teachers of our duties and responsibilities here at the center.
Hi, good afternoon, Madam Principal. Good afternoon, staff. First, I want to apologize for my actions, and I pledge to work on my behavior and do better as a teacher, right? So some of the duties and responsibilities that we, the teachers, should have, we should have a creative, open environment for learning to ensure that the children are welcome and our tone is engaging and enthusiastic for the children. We should be open. We should be open in listening to our students and sharing their experiences and opinions. We should be attentive to our students. Some students have a hard time paying attention, and we should be always engaging as teachers to listen to them. When we interact with students, it makes the learning fun, and this makes the students feel heard and welcome to express themselves. We also supposed to consider Right. So we're supposed to also consider that anything concerning a child abuse, we're supposed to be able to report it. And also being educational teachers in terms of our responsibility of holistic development for the child. So we're teaching them about the environment, justice, social behaviors, ethical behaviors, and stuff like that. So again, I want to apologize for my actions, and I'm working to be the better teacher that I can be. And I hand over to you, Madam Principal.
All right. Thank you, Miss Leslie-Ann. And yes, we do accept your apology as we look forward to working together to ensure that this institution upholds its name, right? Right, nice. All right. So now we're going to have Miss Tiffany, who's going to share with us and give us an idea of some of the inappropriate practices that we may at times find ourselves fighting with or struggling with as teachers, right? So Miss Tiffany.
All right. Thank you, Madam Principal. Now, as it relates to inappropriate practices, I think sometimes as teachers, we become so caught up in completing an activity that we fail to acknowledge the thoughts and ideas of the individual child as adding value and substance to our lessons. Children have their own unique creative ways of spicing things up, adding a little flavor, and it is always important to hear them out and not shut them down. Also, sometimes we as teachers attempt to frequently try to solve problems by using harsh methods. For example, let's say that if a teacher sees a student acting inappropriately, whether by chatting without permission or wandering about, that teacher may rebuke them verbally or physically, sometimes even both ways. And this method not only restricts a child's freedom of expression, but it creates fear, intimidation, and hinders their ability to communicate or participate effectively. I believe students should feel free to voice their thoughts in a supportive setting without feeling uneasy about consequences or criticism. And also, as teachers, sometimes we can overlook or fail to acknowledge children's emotion when they try to express themselves. For example, in a preschool classroom, a child starts to cry or whine because they feel left out during an activity or another child did something to them. So they start to cry and whine. And the teacher notices but quickly instructs the child to stop crying. You're a big girl or you're a big boy. Come and join the group. The teacher then continues with the class normal without acknowledging the feelings of the child or offering comfort. This reaction restricts the child from openly expressing their emotions and passes up an opportunity to help them understand and control their feelings in a supportive manner. Trying to avoid such practices contributes to a helpful and nurturing learning atmosphere in which children feel respected, valued, and encouraged to learn and grow. Over to you, Madam Principal.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Tiffany. So there we have a clear and precise idea of some of the inappropriate practices, right? So now we're going to jump straight into some new practices that I'd like for us to consider. So on to Ms. Jullian. Ms. Jullian is going to share with us some of the new practices that we need to.
All right. Good afternoon, Madam Principal. Good afternoon, colleagues. Some new practices we can consider is 1, promoting child participation, involving children in classroom decision-making processes fosters autonomy, critical thinking, and teamwork, while also creating an inclusive learning atmosphere in which children feel empowered and respected. 2, child's right education. Integrating child's right education in the curriculum empowers children by teaching them about their rights and duties while also instilling empathy, social awareness, and a sense of justice in order to create a friendly and inclusive learning environment. 3, implementing restorative practices. Restorative disciplines prioritize conflict resolution, empathy, accountability, and respect over punishment, while fostering reflection, communication, and community engagement a to foster a pleasant, inclusive atmosphere in which children can develop problem-solving skill, and social emotional ability. 4, creating an inclusive learning environment. Inclusive classroom in educational settings promote diversity, respect, and equality by fostering a welcoming environment that celebrates differences, promotes non-discrimination, and benefits all students. And finally, collaborating with families. Building good partnership with parents and caregivers in education is critical for protecting children's rights, encouraging holistic child development, and creating a supportive and inclusive learning environment through open communication, shared decision making, and mutual respect. Thank you, Madam Principal.
All right, so we are on a flow. Hope you all guys taking notes because we know further discussion would be needed. Oh, I see we have a video. So Ms. Jullian, you have a video there to enlighten us a bit further.
Yes, yes, Madam Principal. Thank you.
Now, children, this is the end of the story. Did you enjoy the story?
Yes, Miss.
What is the title of the story?
The Three Little Pigs.
Good job. Now, can you tell me 2 characters from the story?
The Three Little Pigs and the wolf.
Good job. This is how I want my students to express themselves freely. Come and give me high five. Good job.
All right, good job, Ms. Jullian. Here we saw that she was engaging the children and encouraging them through the recap, right? All right, so let's move on to see what Miss Aaren has for us. She has another practice that we can consider. So Miss Aaren.
Thank you, Madam Principal. Good afternoon, colleagues. I think singing in Spanish is a powerful form of expression, and it plays a significant role in fostering freedom of expression among young individuals. And I have a video, an example of children singing in Spanish that I would like to share. So, some of the benefits are cultural appreciation, exposure to songs in different languages, broadens children's understanding and appreciation for diverse cultures, promoting inclusivity and respect for others. Next, language development, engaging in activities in Spanish. It can enhance children's language skills. It helps them improve their vocabulary, pronunciation, and comprehension of the language. Emotional expression. Music has the power to evoke emotions and feelings that may be difficult to express through words alone. When children sing in Spanish, they have a creative outlet to express their emotions, thoughts, and experiences, and empower them to communicate their innermost feelings freely. Then on to social connection and communication. Singing together in a group fosters social connections among children. It encourages teamwork, cooperation, communication as they collaborate with others and create harmonious music. Confidence building. It also builds confidence as they showcase their talents and abilities. It also boosts self-esteem by providing a platform for children to express themselves creatively without fear of judgment. And finally, memory and cognitive development. Music and singing are known to boost memory, cognitive development, and brain functions, contributing to better learning outcomes. Over to you, Madam Principal.
All right, thank you, Miss Aaren. That was excellent. And we must all agree that we do have diverse cultures within our settings, not so? So therefore, we must be able to engage and encourage all of the children and this diversity here. Nice. So moving along, we diving into some more examples that we have, and here to enlighten us will be Miss Felisha.
Thank you, Madam Principal, and good evening to all of my colleagues. I would like to share with you how music and movement can help a child's holistic development. I have a few points, but I would only elaborate on 3 of them. Firstly, music and movement supports the child's physical and motor skills development. Large and small motor skills are developed through music and movement activities. For example, if a child is bouncing, clapping, stomping, dancing, just to name a few, it gets the child moving and it supports their physical development. Their fine motor skills are developed through these actions and the instruments that they are playing if they're using music. What we need to understand is that while children are exploring their movement, they are also building an understanding of how their bodies work and what they're capable of doing. This helps children to gain a stronger sense of coordination and independence. Secondly, it enhances language development. Phonological awareness, letter recognition, and other early literacy skills are enhanced when children are engaged in activities such as singing the alphabet song, clapping out syllables in words, or even playing instruments. They can also learn new words and concepts when singing songs and chanting rhymes, which also helps to develop their listening and comprehension skills. And finally, it improves their social emotional skills. When children are singing and dancing together, it helps them feel connected. It develops a sense of belonging. It also develops their social skills, such as taking turns, following instructions and rules, learning how to share, The rhythm of the music can help them calm down and focus their mind, and their physical activities of moving helps them release pent-up energy and tension so they wouldn't bring it into the classroom. This teaches children how to regulate their emotions. Madam Principal, if you would allow me, I have a video to follow my points.
Yes, yes, most definitely.
So guess what? Today we're going to do some music and movement. Are you guys excited? Yeah! Awesome. Let's get into movement dance, okay?
Thank you, Miss Felisha. I must say that's one of my favorite dancing music and movement song, yes? All right, so we're going to move along to yet another example by Miss Maryam. She's going to share with us yet another example and an activity and show us a little bit of how we can use this or integrate this to promote our curriculum, yeah?
Thank you, Madam Principal. So I'm going to be talking about art and craft. In my opinion, art and craft allows children to be expressive and gives them the ability to see visually. I love that art and craft is involved within the curriculum and also the learning centers in preschool. There are many benefits of art and craft, and I have 8 points listed out. The first one is stimulating creativity and imagination. When children are allowed to explore their creative sides through art and craft, they produce one-of-a-kind and original works. Art and craft encourages children to be creative and use their imagination. Second point is they develop fine motor skills. So when they use art materials like clay, brushes, and scissors, it all helps with improving the fine motor skills. These exercises improve hand and eye coordination, both of which is necessary for daily tasks. Third point is they foster problem-solving skills. So when they are placed in groups to do art and craft, it will require to have decision-making, experimentation, and problem-solving. Children gain the ability to adjust, change, and overcome obstacles, which foster problem-solving skills. Fourthly, it encourages self-confidence. When a child completes their project, they look forward to reassurance and praise. Children feel accomplished when they finish an art project, and they gain a sense of pride in their work, which boosts their self-confidence and sense of self. Fifth, promoting emotional expression. Children feel free to express themselves through art, which includes happiness, sadness, and excitement. Sometimes it may be hard to express one's feeling through speech. So in this way, it gives them another ability to express themselves visually. My sixth point is encouraging collaboration and communication. So aside from problem-solving skills from group work, it also promotes cooperation, idea sharing, and teamwork. Children gain knowledge of negotiation, communication, and respect for different perspectives. My seventh point is cultivating appreciation for art and culture. We know that art involves different aspects that come from different cultures, such as dance, music, painting, and sculpture. So by understanding that these art come from different cultures, they will develop an appreciation for creativity and cultural diversity. My last point is it integrates art into everyday learning. So art can be improvised into each subject area. For example, we can put historical events or scientific concepts into visual so that it will help children remember and understand better, because children learn better when they're able to visualize and touch as well. So with that being said, I have a video concerning the arts and crafts. May I show you? Right, you can take any color paper you want, and you're going to roll it, right? Roll it. And for the glue, okay. Right? So take any paper you want. Take a paper. Take a paper first. Try to take a paper. Okay. Yeah, you put the glue on it. Yes, try.
All right, let's wrap up this meeting. So we are reminded that it is our responsibility to create an environment where every student feels valued, safe, and respected. Right, Ms. Leslie-Ann? Moving forward, let's continue to prioritize these principles in our daily practices. I encourage each of you to take key points from today's discussion back to your classrooms, and I thank you for all your contributions and attendance today. Let's continue to liberate, grow, and empower at Liberty Grove Elementary School. Have a productive evening, teachers.
Thank you.